ideal world and society, I think men should have to pay women for looking at them.
Modern women are aging out and also crashing out. We've got a video for you here today from Logical Dating 101. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way in, and let's get into it.
Men used to go to war and now they won't even give the seat on the train. Tell me why, on the basis of the fact that you're a woman, do you need the seat more than a man without using dating preferences, gender stereotypes, or gender roles? I'm waiting, because if I remember correctly, chivalry to women men don't know was a very patriarchal construct built on the fact that women and men weren't equal. Also, maybe you should stop romanticizing the fact that millions of innocents were killed at war.
The only types of women who would romanticize something as horrific as war are the same types of women who never once had to suffer a day in their lives. This is just ridiculous.
How come the CEO of Astronomer is getting blasted all over the internet? And this chick, I have not seen one post holding her accountable. She cheated just as much as he did. She is in the fault as well. And all I keep hearing about is how the guy is a sleazebag, which, don't get me wrong, he totally is. But so is she. I don't understand. There are so many people just focusing on him and what he did and his wife. And what about her husband? I mean, nobody is talking about this. Why?
It's because even when a woman is caught cheating on her husband, she's still somehow the victim of the affair. Even though she's a willing participant, she gets a pass simply because she's the woman. That's why she got off practically scot-free.
This is where all of my money goes. Every time a bill comes, I just hate owning a home because who needs to pay $250 for fucking electric?
That's literally what she asked for when she broke up with her boyfriend. She wanted to do it all on her own, but the second she realized that she was actually going to have to literally do everything on her own, she crashed out. Now this is her life, there's no going back.
I just called my fiance to tell him that I pulled over on the side of the road because I have a horrible migraine. And I was like, yeah, I'm super nauseous. I can't see straight. I can't look at the light. The walls are closing in. And do you know what this man has the audacity to ask me? He says, well, did you drink any water today? Well, did you drink any water today?
Okay. So let me just say, any woman who will berate their boyfriend, their husband in a public video, get rid of her. Listen, I know you're engaged, whoever this idiot is, right, who's engaged to her. You should call her and say, honey, you know what? I'm done. The fact that you did that, the fact that you released that video, are you kidding me?
It's disgusting how these women will immediately resort to shaming the men in their lives if they don't react a certain way to a problem that's bothering her. She's making it clear there was nothing he could say that wouldn't end up with her complaining about him. That's just mean.
I once read a tweet that said, men only hate astrology because they can't mansplain it. And I think this is so accurate.
No, that's not accurate at all. Just hold up. Let me explain it to you real quick.
As a man, what can you tell me about conjunctions, trines, sextiles, orbs,
Talk about retrograde. Retrograde isn't what you think it is. It's basically an optical illusion. Because all of the planets orbit the sun at different distances and different speeds, they end up passing each other. It's kind of like when you pass a car on the highway and it looks like the car that you passed is now moving in the opposite direction, but it's just your perspective, right?
The funny thing is, if this woman tried to explain what Mercury and retrograde actually means, it's going to be nothing but a bunch of ambiguous terms that ultimately leads to her justifying her insufferable behavior because she thinks astrology is an actual science.
From our perspective, it looks like Mercury is moving back and forth in the sky. Of course it's not. And ancient people saw this and they thought there's some shift in the energy of the universe, but that's not what's happening. There's no shift in anything. It just looks that way. And if you didn't know that the overhead view of the solar system looked like this, you would have to come up with some sort of explanation for why this planet was moving from side to side in the sky. Talk about conjunctions. This is Jupiter and Saturn, and you can see that they look really close to each other. And again, these objects that tend to be farther apart and move across the sky at times seem to be very close. I mean, these planets look really close to each other, right?
Even with all of these rational explanations for why the stars and planets move the way they do, modern women still think that it's magic, which just goes to show how thousands of years worth of scientific research is still lost on these women who think that it's all based on the spirits.
Again, this is an optical illusion. This is because of our perspective on Earth. It looks like these planets are close to each other from our perspective, but the reality is that even at their closest approach, they remain about 400 million miles apart. So there is no strange combination of energies. These things are as far apart as you can imagine. I don't hate astrology personally. I'm an astronomer, so I understand how the universe works. And I usually find that people who are into astrology also want to connect or realize that we're connected with the universe. Like this is all one big thing and everything isn't as discrete as it seems to feel.
The problem with that sentiment is that modern women want to use astrology to write off her bad behavior. That's why they're so quick to point out their astrology signs as a way of trying to explain their terrible decisions, and why they refuse to change anything about themselves whatsoever.
Which I also resonate with. I mean, that's why I like doing science communication. Like it's very interesting to learn about the universe and learn that the stuff that makes up stars also makes us up. And the stuff that we have here on Earth is literally spread everywhere throughout the universe. Like this is captivating. This is an amazing story. It does always rub me the wrong way when people that clearly have belief systems that are not based in reality, right? The reality of retrograde and conjunction are what I just described. There's nothing mystical. There's nothing like bizarrely energetic or special. We understand the physics. It's all very straightforward. So you believe something fantastical, that's fine. But why do you have to be condescending as if those who don't share that belief are somehow like intellectually inferior to you? A man just couldn't possibly explain what's going on here. Anyways, hope you learned something.
Modern women act that way because they want to oversimplify everything and pretend that they're intelligent and deep because they read horoscopes and pay grifting psychics, quote unquote, to tell them everything they want to hear.
Don't understand these people we're marrying or the people we're dating.
In general, estrogen will produce a diffuse awareness in women. To men, we appear scattered. That is not true for men. Single focus has them pay attention to what am I going to produce next. Understanding that, then we can start to reach towards each other to communicate better. For women, as a physically smaller and weaker gender, which we're profoundly aware of, we feel safe when we feel connected, especially to the people we perceive as strong.
The problem with that is how modern women made it their business to make decisions that psychologically damage them to the point where they are emotionally disconnected from anybody and everybody that is not themselves.
We're like on auto redial to connect and connect and connect. It causes problems because they're single focused. Try connecting with a wall.
And that could be an interruption. Us being like, connect, and they're just like,
this is why we say we have opposing instincts. We interrupt them to get the feeling of connection back. Hi, honey. Text. We call. We open the home office door. Hi, honey. Hi. If they even lift their head. Our attempt to connect was rejected. Now I'm even less safe than I was before. He's mad at me.
No,
Modern women have weaponized their feminine instincts to the point where any move a man makes is suddenly a sign that he's a covert narcissist who just wants to hurt her. Then they destroy a perfectly good relationship in the process.
He's mean. He's mean, or is he mad at me? Or why didn't he look up? Was it because of what I said to him this morning? And we spin out. We spin out trying to figure out the why. But we don't come up with accurate answers because we answer our why questions with why a woman would have done that.
and that's where the drama, all the unnecessary drama comes in.
Yes. It's not just even that we think it. We're sure of it. And we'll tell them, you did this because of that. No, I didn't. And they turn around and walk away. Why are you walking away? Because this isn't worth doing. You can't hear me. When they can't be heard, they just shut up. And there's so much about them we never see or know. We don't listen long enough, and we're sure we're right. I mean, there's a joke. If a man's alone in the woods and he speaks, is he still wrong? We're meant to be complementary. We're so made for each other.
The sad part is, even when men try to explain themselves in a calm and rational manner, modern women just don't want to hear it. They are fighting a never-ending war to always be right about everything, and the second that view is challenged, they just have a mental breakdown.
morning, baby. Do you know what time is it?
It's depressing to know that there are so many women out there who post spicy content and try to play it as some kind of a girlfriend experience. This is why supporting the adult industry in any way is just too damaging for your mental health.
I told my husband I wanted a divorce. I walked myself through the logistics of where would I live, how would we split the time with the kids, who gets the dog. I feel like I have been searching for something in my relationship that we don't have for the whole time we've been married, which has been 10 years. There is not a single thing about my husband in and of himself that I do not love. He is the most self-disciplined, loyal, hardworking, good person that you could meet on this planet. Our relationship and what my expectations are for my marriage and what they always have been are not met. I can't be myself with my husband, and it's really confusing because I'm 32 years old, I am a mom of 3, and I still don't know who I am.
It really makes no sense how she's 32 years old, a mother and a wife, and she still has no idea who she is, and she needs to destroy her husband, break up her family, and ruin everybody's life so that she can go find herself. That's a complicated way to say that she wants to go out and party, in my opinion.
When women make their own money, the last thing they want to do is support a man. Last thing they want to do is support a man.
Believe it or not, no. When women make good money, they don't. When women make money, they don't need a man because they make enough money. They have support.
Okay, repeat that sentence again.
When women make enough money, they don't really need a man.
Okay,
because
say
they
that
can
one more
take
time
care.
again.
When
women make what? What did you say? When
they
women make money?
enough money, they really don't need a man.
You do understand your sentence just defeated your entire argument, right?
No, it didn't. It didn't. But that's what I'm saying. You said women cannot be able to fight off or fend for the household if they couldn't pay rent. But here's the thing: does a man have to work harder, or does the woman have to work harder?
First, I said if a man can't provide, a woman's going to get rid of him. Then you said, oh no, but women can make their own money.
This whole idea that women don't need men if they make their own money is absolutely hilarious to me. Modern women have been going out there and making their own money, and all they do is complain about how they can't find a good man to deal with their crap to pay their bills for them. But anyway, guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out. Click this video that's up on the screen now if you want to see more. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.